Man, what's good, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of IsmokeHiphop, man. Before we get started, y'all know the deal already, man. Hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe, make sure you like. Hey, look, man, what's even better than subscribing to my platform? And I don't beg y'all for donations or nothing like that. Share this video. That's the best way to help this platform. Get engaged in the comment section and share this motherfucking video. Dr. Umar Johnson. I told you, these videos are back to back, like Drake in 2015 or 14, whatever that beef was. This is gonna be a back to back, bro. Not only are you on the defense right now, you used to be on the offense. Remember, you didn't pay attention to the detractors. You didn't pay attention. Remember, you were bigger than the people talking about you. Your words, not my words. You were the biggest thing on YouTube during that time. I remember. I've been following you for over 10 years. Most of these people think you've been on YouTube for only 6 years. This nigga been on YouTube and it's been around for almost 15 years if y'all want me to go full details. Shout out to Uncensored Podcast, Oh God, and everybody for breaking that down and letting people not forgetting how long this Warriff motherfucker been on YouTube. I gotta talk about this, man. Bro, I fell back when you talked about this imaginary school process. And I would have kept quiet about it if it was not for the fact you were feeding it from the people, taking them. I don't care what idiot decides to donate to people. Go make your money. If it's a scam, if it's not a scam. But when you use it and you placate it on a narrative of helping young black boys, I have to say something. See, all my sons are black. I got hundreds of sons, bro. And I coach other kids that are not even mine. I got nephews, all top of that. There has been no more advocate in this YouTube sector other than me and a few others like Tommy and a lot of other people who spoke up for the good nature and helping these young black kids. Because we always say, no matter if we talk about racism, X, Y, and Z, at the end of it, the downfall of black people as far as black boys is due to the lack of guidance. I'm not going to be one of these people who say fathers are not in the homes because they're deadbeats. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying guidance is always the factor. So when you placate and use that narrative of I'm here and my guidance will save your kids, but I'm gonna take your money and throw out no guidance whatsoever. Because you can use every rhetoric that he throws out, whether it's the rhetoric, he's the bloodlines and descendants of Frederick Douglass, even though there's no proof of that, even though his own biological father, not a friend, not a YouTube troll, his own biological father said they're not the biological nor in the lineage of Frederick Douglass. But we're gonna leave that alone. Let's pretend he is. That's irrelevant when you're a scam artist. We don't give a fuck who you're related to, bro. You're over here now, the new thing that's going on. He is mad at you and I and using the new excuse for why the imaginary school is not here yet. He claims because we're not donating enough to him is why the school isn't here. I'm like, for 15 years, this brother, if you, without spending it or paying anybody, he had to have made in 15 years at least minimum $5 million. And I'm being nice. I know y'all like, you're exaggerating. No, I'm being nice. This is the same brother every 2 years who kept telling y'all he's at mass over 2 million, a million here. He got so much millions, he said, through donations. He's even lost 1 million through an NFL player back in 2014 not donating to him because of us exposing the truth about him, of him donating money to strippers around the world, going on world tours, donating money to strippers. Y'all keep talking about the one stripper that exposed him, but you forgot during that intro, so many other strippers hit her up and she was trying to bring them about, but people only wanted her because she was pretty and she was the focus of attention. So people didn't give credibility to them other strippers who had actual evidence. You even had females saying they were gonna bring actual footage of Dr. fucking Umar Johnson. But what did he do in 2015? You threatened to sue anybody that brought those information. I mean, the videos are still on YouTube, but let you people of his supporters tell it. The man is scathed clean. He has done nothing wrong. The contradictions are a bliss among this community. It's like the Tyson Fury fans. Even though the evidence is clear, some type of cheating happened. I'm not here to defend Wilder. I'm a Tyson Fury fan, but when I see evidence damning like that, I'm not gonna be some idiot fool and just be crying to the skies, oh, there's no proof, there's no proof. There's too much proof. And let's say if you believe Dr. Umar Johnson is innocent, at least wouldn't the evidence that's actually out there be merit enough for you to actually, not saying it's valid, but to actually go and investigate it? But you choose not to. You treat these leaders like they're God. Their words go untouchable, unquestionable, and nobody can rebuttal what they say. This is the narrative was been on in our community for centuries, not just decades, centuries. This is how you capture a nation of people and you keep them shackled with mind change, which is worse than the physical realm. And Dr. Umar Johnson himself can tell you that, because that's one of his lectures, how the Willie Lynch syndrome has got us. But we forget about Willie Lynch. Let's talk about the black pro leader. Forget black, the pro leaders. The pro leader syndrome. You know, a black man who comes to the black community and he may look like you and I, act like us, but his vocabulary is superb. He can articulate himself to a certain degree. He can mimic his white counterparts. He can be acceptable in the white masses. So we take that pro leader as something, wow, it's fascinating. And you Haitians, I'm a Haitian too, but us Haitians, we like saying things about African Americans. Oh, these ghetto niggas, they fall for it easy. But let's just be real. That's black leaders all over the world. Black people in general fall for them, because it happens in Haiti too by a man by the name of Aristide. Remember Aristide? He spoke 8 languages. He can talk so good. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton loved him to death, but that man robbed Haiti blind. He signed a military away to the United Nations that cost us, paying the United Nations to this day, and we're still paying France. He have yet said fuck the embargo that France put on Haiti for over 200 years now. But that's neither here or there. Let's stick to the narrative of Dr. fucking Umar Johnson. Now, Dr. Umar Johnson, your legacy is always going to be what it is. A Warif stealing donations. And now, after everything I've said about a man, you would think somebody will actually be sharp-minded and actually have some type of senses of what's going on around him during these moments. Not saying that I am saying he's guilty, but not saying that fucking Umar Johnson should feel guilty about what he's doing. But shouldn't he have the recognition to understand what people are saying about him? So why would, of all times, he get on these radio shows and these podcasts and start bitching and complaining about people not donating to him? You got Fortune 500 companies who understands when the lawsuit is going on with them and people are not going to their place of business to eat. Patrons are not, stopping by. They have an understanding of why. It's not saying that they're a piece of shit restaurant, but they know there's a controversy surrounded around them right now. So right now you need public relations to actually fix things. They have the awareness, but this dude has been robbing you guys blind for so much years that his awareness is not kicking in. His sensibility is still that I'm God to you Negroes. Not me saying this. And this is the problem with black people for centuries. This is why I don't get mad when you people look at me and you say I'm a Trump supporter or whatnot. The greatest thing about being a veteran is being introduced to all these ethnicities. So you get to see how people, react or they counter things. And my mom did a great job at that since I was a little kid. She took us out the hood and brought us around other races of people. I'm not saying you should chuckle and be in the chickling circuit, but pay attention. Every single race has a group of scam artists, people who make you feel uplifted and spiritually gifted that you look at them to the exact equation of what God is. This world is so confusing. You turn God into man and man into God. And you don't know why these race hustlers, these pimps of your mind and your weakness, these oppression pimps, they come in the way and they get all this income and money from you guys. They're no different from the preachers in church. And I think they're worse. At least when you go to church, you know what you're going to get. Some shouting, some yelling. But when you go to these guys, they placate with your heart spiritually. I know preachers do the same thing. Like I said, preachers are so easy to predict. You know what you're going to get. But with these guys, they look like you and I. They come from angles that we come from, so it confuses you at times. You have to know how to decipher their bullshit. You have to put your feelings aside and not look at the guy based on race or what I'm cool with. You have to look at him through who he is. Forget all these domino affecting factors. Forget religious belief, what you're going through, or he's going through the same mishap. You have to exclude all that and look at what the poison is giving you. because that's what it is. It's poison in the water. And when it contaminates this one pool of water, the entire body of water is now contaminated with the bullshit and rhetoric that's been spewing through these kind of people. The fact that he doesn't even have the awareness of why people aren't donating anymore. The fact that he has the mitigated goals to go on these podcasts and shit on the very audience, the very constituents that has made him who he is today. That should tell you people who are these scam artists really are. You don't have to take my words for it. There was no comedy in this video. I know what you distractors and these trolls of Umar Johnson love to say. You're joking too much. He cares about young boys. What joke did I say at all in this video? Forget about how I look like, what I'm wearing, if I'm a thug or not, if I smoke weed or not. Rebuttal what I just said in the video. And that's the problem with you sheeps. You sheeps follow these race hustlers, and just like you Jesse Jacksons of the world and you Pimp Al Sharptons, you follow these characters and you uplift them like these Hassan Campbells, Brother Polights, Dr. Moist Twatkins, and you put them on this pedestal, therefore diminishing your worth, your value in this world. You're basically saying to the masses, I'm nothing. Dr. Umar Johnson is better than me. Therefore, he can talk down to me as if I'm his child. That's literally what you guys are doing. When you look at somebody and you follow them blindly, you're literally saying that person is your parent, and you're not going to challenge nor bring up things that can dispute what they're saying. I know the Bible and the biblical scripture said, obey and honor thy father and mother, but goddamn, every man and woman has become your father and mother. Ashe Divine is you bitch's spiritual leader. A bitch that's selling pussy on the internet is our black queen's spiritual leader. A warriff that pimps you entire people, just donations. I just hear him crying about what black boys go through, and the second thing he throws out after that is donations. There's never nothing in the middle of an actual solution. Never. If you pay to this school, his school is the solution. Why not just give us the solution for free? You may not like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is an intelligent guy with full of wisdom. Forget the fact that he's white. Forget if you think he's racist or not. Wisdom comes from anybody, whether they're bad or evil. You're supposed to sponge out knowledge and information. That's why your brain was created for. Warren Buffett told people, he told LeBron James when LeBron was 19 years old, we're living in the things of internet. Use that to the best of your ability, meaning that you can literally make a school right now that's online that parents can just follow you online for free. We'll donate to the best of our ability, but you don't literally need a physical school. That's the truth. You can literally start a school with the money you have amassed and made with only 500 kids. 200 kids, watch the success flourish, and then you can build something bigger from there after people see it's actually something that's actually working. We're just supposed to wait for you to build these thousands of acres, thousands of students in your school. No, why not start like every other school started, from the ground up? Exactly. We're gonna wait for 20 more years until he get the right income, right? We're gonna keep donating, right? Since I don't know Dr. Umar Johnson, according to you supporters of his, why don't you fucking tell us in the comment sections when the fucking imaginary school is gonna open?